The little Richelieu, and that's probably what I'm going to call it from now on. But anyway, I started it, and I started painting the base coat, which is blue-gray pale, which is exactly what I did with the 1/350th one with the big Richelieu. So I got that painted, basically 2 coats, got it all covered. And I'm going to let that dry today. I'll probably seal it, and then I'll start taping up this upcoming week, so I can start taping the pattern off. And it should be very, very quick, and it should be small, and it should be just very, very quick. But anyway, hopefully it's quick. But anyway, that's where I stand on that. Then I went ahead and I painted most of the sprue the same color as the blue-gray pale, just like I did the big one here. But again, you'll have to, a lot of this needs to be assembled, you know, so you can do some touch up. And I didn't spray everything because there's some things, again, needs to be assembled and properly painted instead of what's on the tree. Because this kit's been started and stopped, so I could paint the pattern on here. So anyway, got to finish assembly before you can finish painting. Which brings me to a question, and everyone keeps asking me this: do you paint on the sprue, or do you assemble then paint? And you can do either way. And there is times where you really need to paint it on the sprue and then put it together and do some touch-up painting. I'm a type of modeler. I like to put it together, then paint it. Yeah, it's just just easier on me. But there is times where it's really easy to paint it on the sprue. And I'll say this: tires. I mean, plastic tires. You spray them black on the sprue, pop them off, and then just paint the the sprue points on there, which it's easy. But anyway, that's where I stand on that. So we're at the kind of a little bit of the boring stage. Base coat applied, and then we'll start masking probably tomorrow. The baby driver car, I am finished with it. I can't really do anything more. I went ahead and put a couple more coats of white on the seat, and then I sprayed it all with Future. And I got to do one more thing on it, and I got to spray Future on the windshield just to get it just a little bit clear. I think I got it wiped down with alcohol, so I think we're pretty good on it. But anyway, that's the only thing I need to do. I trimmed out the stickers. And what I did is I took a little bit of paint and I painted just around it, basically used it as a glue, and then I just put some heavy coats of Future on it, and we're all real shiny. Went ahead and touched up a few little areas with some chrome. Now my chrome paint ain't electroplated chrome paint, but it's close enough for government work. Baby driver cars got, especially this one's got a red stripe here on each side, so I did get both those on there. There's one thing I cannot do, and I really, really tried to think about how to do it. And the only way I know how to do it would be to mask and everything, but it's just I think more work and problematic. Is there's actually supposed to be a red trim that goes all the way around. I don't know if they make decals for like the red trim to go on the white. They might make circle stickers, which if you got the time and patience and got you a one of them swivel knife blade, circle cutters, you might be able to do it. But anyway, that's about the only thing I really can't do to it. I just think it'd be more of a hassle than messing with it. One thing I think is one thing I had to do is the dashes. I went ahead and left them blue. If I really tried to paint it, I'm afraid I might screw up the dials. So I was like, man, we'll just leave it like that. It gives a little bit of color in it, and we are good to go. So baby driver's done. It's got a lot of Future on it, so I'm going to let it dry for a couple days. I'm going to get this off the workbench, and I will get this to its owner probably at the end of the week, because it is Thanksgiving. Don't like the things sit on the holidays when we ship stuff, because you always want a model traveling after you build it. But anyway, baby driver car done, so we are good to go on that. The tanks, I went ahead and finished them up as well. This one I have no idea. I forgot the name. I already forgot the name. That's the Alligator. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's it. Which one is it? Nope. Come on. Uh-oh, I'm dropping stuff. The term hinton. Yeah, that one. I went ahead and finished it. I put some more pigments on, did some dry brushing on the track there. You notice the track's broken, which kind of, it, unless you just absolutely know it's there, I mean, it looks like it's about a worn. Got some red browns and everything just to get it, where dirt would accumulate. Did some dry brushing on the track there just to give it a little color, and I sealed it off with the clear, and we are good to go on it. What's that one? The low or something like that. I went ahead and again I did some pigment on the side, where the dust would settle, come down. A little bit of dry brushing on the track, like the barrels, like I did those. For the blacken the muzzle and around the engine areas, and just a few little places, a little dry brushing. It didn't go overly overboard, chipping and all that. It's just a interpretation, if you will, impressionist is what I like to call it. And of course the Alligator, did a kind of a winter scheme. If you ever notice my camos, I always like to point this out. I can do it this way. Sometimes I do it on purpose. If I'm doing all my camos go a certain way, and then if you reverse it, it's they're all going the same way. Looks like the same model. They painted it all twice, except for that one. That one's more of a jumbo pattern. But anyway, that's just I like to keep it different. I like to try to do. I really like to do camo pattern that would actually really be applied by like a field person. They just slop it on and get it done. Factory, would probably have more time with the template and all that good stuff. But anyway, my little snow one here did a little more mud dirt, on the side there that would fling up on the track. I haven't done the cables yet, which I'm just going to take a little bit of a black wash and just go through it. That's going to be really quick on that, and I'll see if I can show it on the Tuesday update. And just did a little more, dirt and grime and everything, just to give it a little, but keep the same, color on it and all that. But anyway, a little dry brushing on the track, and we are good to go. But anyway, that's a quick update of what I have got going on today. Finished up the 3 tanks, and of course we got 3 more plus the Anzio Annie there. Very fun. Finished up the baby driver car, and we are starting to paint the little Richelieu. So that's what I got going today, and I should have a shed update, so let's check out that. That's what I've got going on. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode.